G'day from the Bureau with your national weather forecast around the country for Saturday, the 31st of January. And as we've been talking about all week, it has been that record heat through inland parts of southeastern Australia. And Saturday will mark the final day of temperatures in the mid to high 40s there. Elsewhere, we'll see things slightly warming up along the New South Wales coast. Still continuing the mild conditions for this time of year along the Queensland coast. Widespread rain and storms across our tropical north thanks to that monsoon low up there. But also note this trough line through here. That's going to be bringing cooler air to parts of Victoria and South Australia on Saturday. And it's going to sweep right across the southeastern parts of the country on Sunday. While over in the west, we'll be watching this heat trough deepen, and that's going to bring heat to much of Western Australia over the weekend, and that'll be concern for our fires that are going across northern parts of Perth. But let's look at all of that in more detail. Firstly, in Queensland, where we're seeing those temperatures pretty mild for this time of year, mild to warm across our coastal areas, thanks to that onshore south to southeasterly wind. Could see a few showers around the Capricornia and central coast there. Further north, we'll see that heavy rain and storm activity really restricted to the peninsula and the Gulf Coast on Saturday. Well, the North Tropical Coast, we'll just see a few isolated showers, but will stay dry and partly cloudy. While through inland areas, heat will really be the big story once again, where we see another day of temperatures in the mid to high 40s through southeastern parts of Queensland, while southwestern parts, I should say, while southeastern parts of Queensland will see a much cooler day compared to the west, with temperatures getting into the high 20s to low 30s. Brisbane looking at 31 degrees and partly cloudy skies. Moving down into New South Wales, and as we've been saying all week, cooler conditions for our coastal areas and very hot for our inland areas, with temperatures once again soaring into the mid to high 40s for our western areas and low 30s for our coastal areas as well. We'll also be watching thunderstorms developing through southeastern New South Wales on Saturday, and also because there's some dry thunderstorms along the Murray River and in southern New South Wales as well tomorrow, so we'll be watching that closely. While the coast will have another warm and sunny day, great for any beach or outdoor activities. Sydney looking at 31 degrees and a sunny day. Canberra, another hot 39 degrees there with afternoon thunderstorms possible, so watch out for those. Moving down into Victoria, and as we've been saying all week, those cooler conditions continue right along southern parts of Victoria thanks to those cooler onshore winds, but also much hotter in the north, and we're also watching showers and thunderstorms all developing along our ranges in central and eastern parts of the state. And we're also watching for those dry thunderstorms as well across much of northern Victoria in the final day of heat through those areas. Notice temperatures in the low 40s in the north, getting up into the mid 40s once again through northwestern Victoria. But thankfully today will be the last day of that heat. Much cooler in the south, temperatures in the mid to high 20s. Melbourne 26 degrees and a few showers in the afternoon possible. Moving down into Tasmania, a warm one on the way for much of the state, with temperatures in the mid to high 20s. And we'll see a trough bring some slightly cooler conditions later in the day, but then we'll be watching southwestern parts of Tasmania on Saturday night as that cold front will sweep across the state on Sunday, bringing much cooler conditions. We could even be talking about snow through parts of the Central Plateau and some of our highest peaks. So we're going to go from summer to winter in parts of Tasmania over the weekend. A better weather whiplash there, so watch out for that. But on Saturday, a much nicer day to get out and about, maybe cooler in the west with those front and showers, but elsewhere a warm and sunny day for many, except for Hobart, which will be a cloudy 25 degrees. Moving up into South Australia, and that record heat continues through inland parts of South Australia, where Maree we saw 49.5 degrees there yesterday, 49.8 degrees there yesterday, and Adamuka near Roxbury Downs saw 50 degrees, all-time records for both of those locations. As you can see, another very hot day on the way Saturday in northern South Australia, but much cooler through southern South Australia, thanks to those fresh and gusty south to southeasterly winds with temperatures in the high 20s to low 30s. Adelaide, a partly cloudy day and 32 degrees. We could see some gusty gully winds though with that. Moving over into WA, and we're really starting to see those temperatures pick up now through southwestern parts of WA, with Perth looking at a sunny 36 degrees. Still pretty cool though along our southern coastal areas thanks to those onshore southeasterly winds, and also starting to warm up now across our Pilbara and the far northern parts of WA with hot and stormy conditions developing there. Finally, up across the tropical north, we'll see that tropical low continuing to bring widespread rain and storms across much of northern tropical Australia, from Cape York Peninsula, the Gulf, right across the NT, and also into parts of the northern Kimberley, with heavy falls and severe thunderstorms possible, while the heat continues for southern parts of the NT, with temperatures once again soaring into the low to mid 40s. Hot and stormy across the north with rain and thunderstorms. Darwin, 32 degrees. And then a very quick look at what's happening on Sunday around the country. A warm, sunny 33 degrees in Brisbane. Sydney could be seeing some showers and thunderstorms, 29. 31 with showers and thunderstorms in Canberra. Hobart, much colder compared to Saturday. 16 degrees, showers, gusty winds, and that possible snow through northern areas. Melbourne, a chilly 19 degrees with a few showers as well, just showing that cooler air moving across much of southeastern parts of the country. 25 and partly cloudy in Adelaide. A hot 37 degrees in Perth, and that'll be watching closely there because that'll be impacting the fire zones across northern suburbs. And rain and storms continuing across our tropical north with 32 degrees and rain and thunderstorms in Darwin. So with an active weather week right across the country this weekend, make sure you get the latest forecasts and warnings via our website and app, and then we'll see you again next week.